refrigerator, okay, you need to move, okay, from the ground floor to the top floor, from the window into the window.
ओके अहिले चाहिँ हामी चाहिँ चिज बनाउने ठाउँमा आइसकेको छौँ हेलो गाइज हेलो हेलो सुनिता भइगयो नि यस 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 यो चाहिँ सबै पुरानो सुज दामी लिनु
Real diamond हो र यस्तो वगेरा
डायमन्ड सुज
हो हैन हैन रियल डायमन्ड
अहिले चाहिँ हामी पुरानो सुज फ्याक्ट्रीमा छौँ जुत्ता बनाउने मेसिन सुज बनाउने मेसिनहरू छ के हाल्ने
Coin. Laat niet
We make the shoe out of wood. The type of the shoe is popular for women. This is a piece of cloth. Young shoe. Here's the back. Half of the weight is the water. That makes it relatively soft and easy to work with. Traditionally, they will make by hand using this large knife to shape the outside. And several sizes foot scoops about the inside. To make a pair by hand takes 2 to 3 hours. With the machines, 5 minutes. Start with the outside, and that works in the same way as duplicating keys. The machine traces this model. The knives cut out the same shape. the inside. Again, I copy it, man. Inside. The last two pieces, heel and toe, are cut off with this knife. And this is the rough shade. When I started, I told them use fresh wood. This shoe is still wet. I will try to show you. Hope that it's not frozen. The shoe, you need to dry this shoe, but very carefully. It's air dry for 3 to 4 weeks. No sun, no heat. That will crack the shoe. After drying, this shoe is polished. And this is the final result. This is a shoe to fit a child of 4 years old. That looks quite big, but that is normal. We wear them with thick woolen socks for comfort. 1 finger extra room inside to prevent blistering. The reasons that they're still in use, they are very strong. They offer good protection. And also they insulate and they're waterproof, keeping the feet warm, dry and safe when you work outside. So that's how it's done. And I thank you very much for your attention. Have a look around. Have fun.
우선自己的切近
Hello guys, yes. Come on.
Yes, yes, yes.
Do it like this, huh?
Very nice.
About the types of cheese we make and also about the store. So first of all, welcome. My name is Jaro and I'm going to give you a little explanation. So the type of cheese we make here is called Gouda cheese. You might have heard about Gouda or Gouda or Gouda, or you've never heard about it. But basically, it's a place in the Netherlands that is very popular for a certain type of cheese making. And that's the same type of cheese that we make today. So the way of making the cheese is very old, hundreds of years old. But the company started in 1974 by Henry Willig. He wanted to learn how to make the traditional type of cheese as a hobby with his wife. And it slowly kind of got out of hand, and now we have like more than 30 types of cheeses. But you can narrow it down to about 3. So we have cow cheese, sheep cheese, and goat cheese. And the way that we start with making the cheese is with the milk. The milk we pour into a container, and we heat it up to about 29 degrees. It's an important temperature for the rennet. And rennet separates the fat and the protein from the water, which is all naturally inside of the milk. And this process takes about 30 minutes. In those 30 minutes, you will also see that those knives, they will spin faster, and they help to separate it into these 2 parts over here. So like I said, this is the fat and the protein, and this is the water. And in making the cheese, with cheese making, you call this part the curd, and this part you call the whey. The curd is the only piece that we use for making cheese, and it's only about 10%, which is naturally in the milk. So that means for 1 kilo of cheese, we need 10 liters of milk. But the 90% that we don't use for cheese, we don't just throw it away, we put it into a lot of other products. You can think of protein shakes, you can see it contains whey powder, it's a byproduct of making cheese. You can find it in facial creams, in makeup, we feed it to the animals. And we also make our own beer. And for those who wonder, it doesn't taste like milk, it's just another way to use 100% of the milk, but not for the cheese. So the small part, the curd, we put into a mold. You will see this container has all these little holes in here, which allows us to press out all the remains of the whey. This takes 2 to 3 hours, and after this we're able to make the shape and put it into a salt water bath, and the salt is a natural preserver, and it also adds some of the salty flavor as well. For 1 kilo cheese this takes 24 hours, but we also make bigger cheese wheels of 4.5 kilos and 7.5 kilos, and they take about 1.5 weeks. After this, we dry the cheese and we store them on wooden planks. And we use wood because wood absorbs some of the water that can still come from the cheese. And while we store them, we have a controlled temperature and we have fresh air coming in. And this is where we also start aging the cheese. When you age the cheese, we store the cheese and we turn it every other day, because at the beginning, the cheese is very soft and the salt will sink to the bottom. So when we turn it, it stays nicely mixed. After about 4 weeks, you have a young cheese. After 3 to 4 months, actually, you have a mature cheese. And starting from 1 year, it's called an old cheese. And the old cheese in our store is 1.5 to 2 years old.
Go with the dressing. It tastes different. Okay. No. This is right. Wait.
Udah kenalan nih? Masih ada yang sejuk nih, oke nih. Kilo, 6 kilo sejuk nih.
आज चाहिँ हामी चिज फ्याक्ट्री उडन सुज फ्याक्ट्री घुम्न आएको, तर वेदरले चाहिँ अलिकति धोका दिएर पानी परिरहेको छ। सो एभ्रीबडी वे छाता ओढेर हिँडिरहेको अवस्था।
Okay, before Christmas. Wow, this decorate looks white. Okay, very pretty. The atmosphere, okay, is there.
Lady.
Okay, good.
ओके हामी चाहिँ लन्चको लागि आइसकेको छौँ
Hello, good morning. Enjoy your lunch.
थ्याङ्क यू
Okay, the toilet is downstairs.
Homemade delicious soup. Thank you.
Vegetables, my friend. Vegetable soup and then the burger.
थ्याङ्क यू भेरी मच
Very good.
And then ice cream. When you finish with the soup, give me the plate, please.
आजको हाम्रो लन्च चाहिँ यो रेस्टुरेन्टमा दिएको भन्ने रेस्टुरेन्टमा भयो really fantastic and delicious food.
Only this price in the world, fifth largest. Of course, the largest cathedral. Where is it? The largest in the world. Where the Pope always stays. Come, take a seat. Almost every house they have different design. So there is during the early 17th century. There's in the year 1605. That is the first medical.
अहिले चाहिँ हामी बेल्जियमको पानीको एकदम कोल्ड वेदर भइरहेको छ बेल्जियमको जाडो एकदम 5 डिग्री सेल्सियस चिसोमा चाहिँ हामी अहिले बेल्जियम घुम्दैछौँ। एकदम कोल्ड वेदर छ, त्यही पनि एकदम मजा आइरहेको छ। Very cold weathers.
Você lá o carrinho para o lado.
Totalmente prohibido, pero bueno. Anh ấyคือจะเอา original ด้วยหรือว่าเอา cappuccino ด้วย
One box costs 50
original
So, one box 15 euro. If you buy 5 for 75, you get 10 pieces of chocolate bar for free. So this one's at 75 euro. And then the biggest promotion is on handmade praline chocolate, this one. In one box, 15 pieces. It's very beautiful and very tasty. So one box 21 euro.
ओके, आज हाम्रो बेल्जियमको डिनर चाहिँ यो के हो, एलाट्रो मोनोडा रेस्टुरेन्टमा हुँदैछ।
Sol de nación. Sol. Un sol, hombre.
Você tem que decorar que eu amo dele. Tipo,
Okay, the question is what you're here. This is not only There's many cathedral here. Okay? And this layout is beautiful.
ओके आज हाम्रो सेकेन्ड डे नै होलगेन भन्ने भर्खर गइरहेको छ आजको हाम्रो सेकेन्ड डे बास